Hello and welcome back. I'm bballjo, and you are back to Wola Brudnowska. And it's been a little while since I recorded, but I remember what I said I wanted to do last time, which is seeding. And we have the usual problem where we need the pellet forks to actually get the seed pellets into the seeder. Not a huge problem, but something we have to fix. That's what I'm doing right now. So let's head back to the store, fill up our thing, and then figure out what we plant. I'm not gonna lie to you. I completely forgot that we had the other tractor. I think it's a Ford or an International Harvester. I forgot what it was. I had it over here parked by the store, right in this corner. You probably remember, but you can even see the track still. I just drove it back to the farm because that's where it belongs right now. So I'm pretty sure that tractor is a little bigger than this little Renault that we have here. So if we have any real issues, we should be able to overcome those pretty easily. And yeah, here's our seed pallet. I can never get these done without the right mods to see how high my forks actually are up there. And looking at the 3-point linkage in the front, it looks a little questionable that it can actually do what it's trying to do there, but I guess it's fine. Okay, get this all the way up here. Heave ho. No, come back here. Oh, that's rude. Did you... What do you... Did you see that? It just went away because for some reason... Oh, there you go. Oh. Just a little finicky. I guess we'll allow it. I've seen worse things in the game, but yeah. Water is good, so drink water. Water keeps you healthy. Oh, it keeps 1,000 liters in there. I love it. Perfect. What are we gonna do? Well, we don't have that many choices. We can do winter wheat or winter barley. They're effectively very similar. Or we can do grass or fall seed radish. Well, we only have one field that I really care about, so let's just see if there are any contracts. If I have to skip through the winter, I will. Puberty. Interesting. What does puberty mean? Oh, you're almost through. But I suppose you have all the food that you need, so that's the main thing here. Great. Baling. Yeah, it's an option, and I may even do it with an actual forklift or with a front loader, so we can do it right, but not that exciting. I would actually like to see if we have any seeding operations going on. Still harvesting, wow. I don't know that there's cotton in these parts of the world. This one, honestly, we may consider. I kind of like this. I kind of like the setup, but I don't know yet. Plowing, still something I kind of want to do, but I kind of don't. And I actually don't seem to see any... Oh, no, there's sowing contracts. So what we need here. Wheat. Sure. This has a cute setup, but I don't think we can use any of these materials. This one's wheat, 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 barley, barley, barley. At least these all stick to the... What am I saying? Use your words. They all stick to the seeding schedule of this time of the year. Let's pick one that's somewhere in the middle that pays at least for our seeds. This one's probably a little too big. 175, 149. Well, we're just going to do maybe this one. And we're going to use our own equipment for that. That'll be great. Which I guess will actually be a small mistake because the equipment that we have will also fertilize the area as well. But I guess we'll survive that. Okay, first we have to go to our own field and get that one done because that is what's important right now. Get around here, and that model clipping is a little funky there, but that's okay. I think I actually remember where our field is, so that's a plus. Pretty sure we go down here, through this little forest, and then to the left over there, there's a brown place in the ground, and that's where we're going. Excellent. Still really like this map. I'm kind of looking for other maps, but I would like to get at least the full farm set up and going here before I move on. I don't know yet. We may actually slow down the cadence here a little bit. I may have actually slowed down the cadence of videos already from 2 a week to just once a week. But we'll just see how this goes. Because this is a great little relaxer, just once a week or twice a week that you can just sit down and just enjoy the things and don't overdo it and don't underdo it. Just do it just about right. That's really what we care about. Weeds. I could get a weeder. Do I have money for a weeder? Let's find out if I could afford a weeder first before I poo-poo this idea. Weeder. 9,000 or 18,000. 9,000 gives me exactly 6 meters, or this one gives me 9 meters. However, this one can also seed. It can seed canola, I believe, which we can't plant right now. So just a question of if I want to use either of these. And 6 meters is the same width that my current planter is, so that is interesting. Can I use this in the front? Or it looks very much like it's just a thing that I can attach to the back of my tractor, so that's not necessarily the best thing that I want right now, or is it? Doesn't tell me if this one can be used in the front or in the back, because if I could use this in the front, we would be in business. But I mean, look at the wheels. The wheels have the weeders in the back, and I don't see any. Is it weeders? Maybe weeders. But there's nothing that would suggest that these can go forward. So yeah, this one has to be pulled. It's not ideal, but it's something that I can afford without taking out a loan. That's a bonus, right? The problem is we don't have any weeding contracts right now, I don't think. So it would just be a one-time deal, and that's not quite what I want. I'm turning around here, and I'm playing the owl neck game a little bit because I wanted to see what side the seeder has the attacher, and it is the opposite side of what I needed. So here we go. Let's hop in here. Do I have to collapse that guy on the other? What is it doing? Where is the 3-point linkage? No. I would have expected it's somewhere here. Oh, it looks like I have to unfold it while it's connected from this side, and then I get a little trailer hitch type thing, or hitch type thing, and then I can actually attach to it. That's fine. Let's unfold it first. Ooh, unfold it. Beautiful. I know, it went a little faster, didn't it? But that's okay. And now, through the bushes. Perfect, nobody can see anything. Through the bushes, we should be able to connect to this guy and then get started on the thing that we actually came here to do, which is plant wheat or barley. I'm going to tell you, I don't think I care too much about which of those two we're actually going to do here, so let's just click through these. And this is wheat, and I think this is barley. Let's triple check that on our growth calendar thingamabob. Wheat, barley. Barley is the one with the fuzzies on top. Yeah, that looks good. That's what we're going to do. That's what we're going to use. Perfect. Hop on over here. Do I remember the controls for this guy? Not that one. Not that one. That's not helping. That's not helping either. What I'm trying to do is put out the ridge markers and remember how they work. Oh, that's nice. They actually added the indicator for what the seed is in here as well, so that helps. Hold seeder, toggle seeder, none of those things are what I want. Stop engine, unload. Oh, it's the forks in the front that can go left and right. That's not what I wanted. It doesn't look like this one actually supports the ridge markers, even though it has it. It's lowered. Ridge marker, there it is. Up. Cool. Got it. You had to unfold it again. You have to unfold this thing twice, apparently. Then you can start it, and now it's lowered, so it should technically just do the thing. I can barely see that ridge marker, but maybe it's just enough. And then, oh wow, yeah, I cannot see that ridge marker really. We'll see if that actually does what I need to do. It'll be great if it does, because I kind of like ridge markers, because generally it allows you to drive from the cockpit, at least on the second round, but at this point I'm not convinced that it will actually work. We'll see what happens here. Do I need all of those blinkies on? I don't think so. There you go. Hopefully it makes someone happy. I don't have a rock picker. At this point, my equipment gets beat up a little bit because of reasons, then it gets beat up a little bit because of reasons. It's just the way it is. And we're going to deal with that down the road, but for right now, I don't have the money to justify a rock picker. And maybe at some point when I actually need more lime, we can justify it. Could I even sell lime at some sell stations? Maybe I could. But yeah, for right now, we're just not going to worry about it. So, have you come out here? Yeah, that ridge marker is just not very potent. Gotta say that. Is it this one? Yes. I knew I could do something right. Now I can back up here a little bit. Turn around. But from what I can tell, it'll be really hard to... Well, can I get this here right? Can I get this here right? If I say my right outside wheel has to be on the ridge marker, that feels like the right place. Wow. There you go. There you go. Not quite sure I like the action of this cedar, but I guess it's fine. If we look here, yeah, look at that. I can barely tell where the ridge line is from the inside. So here I can see where it is, but also not really perfectly. But it's fine. We'll just run with this. It'll be good. Well, as you can tell, we're almost done seeding. As you can maybe tell, there are some gray lines here, which I believe means there was no fertilizer applied to it, which is a little bothersome. And honestly, I can now say I'm not the biggest fan of this cedar, but it was really cheap, and it's relatively wide, and it does fertilizer and planting all at the same time. So I probably shouldn't really complain about this. It's probably good enough, but yeah, we may look for a new one once we have a little extra money floating around, because this is not it. This is just a lot of something. Oh wow, apparently I missed a big swath in the middle here of area to plow. That's a little embarrassing. I actually thought I did a really good job, not plowing, but cultivating. I actually thought I did a really good job cultivating here, but as you can see, it appears that I need the cedars that can cultivate all at the same time. Otherwise, I'll just screw it up. The one thing that I really don't like... Oh, I thought the cedar... I thought the connector was different. The one thing that I really don't like about the cedar is it has to be down to be activated. Has to be down to be activated, which is not the worst thing in the world, but if I put it up like a normal person so it doesn't drag in the dirt, I can't do anything to it. It has to be connected to it, otherwise it's just complaining and I can't put any of the ridge markers down or anything else, and that I'm not a fan of. That's just a little weird. But let's put the cedar back for right now. We've seeded enough for this year. It's October 1st and we've done the thing that we said to do. And I'm starting to feel that the sugar beet harvest will be a lot more fun than just another field of seeding. I honestly, generally, I like the small fields because it takes a long time to do something, but there was a lot of turning involved in just this small field. And I just feel the tickle for sugar beet because we haven't done sugar beet, and sugar beet should actually be a lot faster than the potato harvest we did last time because the area of attack of the harvester is a lot bigger than the potato harvester. So I feel that we're going to have a much better, enjoyable experience with those guys compared to the potatoes from last time. So that's what we're going to do. I will drop off this cedar somewhere on the farm. I should probably show you where, because I don't know where yet. I have one idea. There's one spot that may house this pretty well, as long as I can get this tractor in it with the forks up. But we'll see, we'll see. There's a little bit of mystery. It's not a bad thing, bballjo. So, we'll hop in here. Hopefully don't get stuck anywhere, but I'm thinking that... Ooh, can I open these, actually? I can open these. Those are relatively small, so I feel... I was thinking the barn door in front of me, but these are a lot smaller. And if I can fit these in there with the ridge markers up, then that is the place that these will go to. There you go. Ridge markers. We're going to call them fit. I know they don't, but we're going to call them that. Can I... at all... see what's going on here? Nope. Well, if I can detach them here, I won't be able to attach them. So we can park them in there, but I think this is the double garage on this side, so it should be a lot easier. We can probably park one of the tractors in that garage on the left, and that should be fine. But for right now, this is going to be our spot for the cedar. It has some fertilizer in and some other stuff, so we don't want that to get wet. Ah, there we go. That's what I needed. Don't want you to get wet, so ta-da. Wonderful. Get the tractor out of here. Beautiful. And then when we close the door, I don't want to be able to see... Excuse me. When you close the door, it is just closed and you can't see anything. I didn't see that, did you? Yeah, me neither. That's what I thought. Okay, so you can just back up in here. That should be easy enough. Until we have something else that needs to go in here. Aww. Oh, this is... I don't like this, but... I mean, come on. Come on. Who really has to worry about all of this stuff? At least, in the end, at least this one fits right. And that is cool. So, what we're going to do next is get some cool equipment. Not from here, but I should actually look at the... shopping section. Still the same thing as last time, it's just been a while. That's not what we want. So, harvest contract it is. Where do we need to go? We need to go plowing, sowing, spraying. Not the things that I want. Sowing, no. Plowing, definitely no. Harvesting. There we go. Probably this one. Yep, biggest contract. Borrow items, thank you. Let's get to the store. This class does not look like it would be the right size for what we're about to do. But maybe it is. Maybe it's just the tires making it look a lot smaller than it really is. And I guess that's fine. That's fine. We don't have the big sugar beet harvester machine, but I think that is quite alright. Get you connected here. Again, because it's a... I don't think it's because it's a root crop, but we do have to chop the tops off before we can take the... Take the fruit out of the ground. So we have the chopper in the front, we have the harvester in the back. Now they're both happy, and then we have to see which field we're actually going to do. 162? I think it's 162 because 175 should be the field that we're supposed to seed, and we're not going to do that right this moment. So I think I know how we're supposed to get up there. And actually, sugar beets? Thinking of Germany, and this is a Polish map, so it's on the same latitude, longitudes. I'm pretty sure that... No, it's not the same on one of those, but it's very similar on the other of those. Pretty sure that sugar beet is something very common in Germany, where I'm from. And actually, this piece of equipment feels relatively small compared to the potato version that we had earlier, which I know that potatoes are pretty common up there too, but on this map, it feels like if I could concentrate on sugar beets, maybe that could be a really, really good source of income just overall. Maybe we should try that down the road. But first, we have to get down this road. Ha, what a transition. and pluck something out of the ground and hopefully bring it to a good place. It looks like it wants to bring everything right over here to the wholesale. I can't blame it, obviously, because I will totally do the same thing because it's the easiest place to sell everything. But maybe that's also a sign for me that I should just change it back to a building that only lets you sell certain products, not everything. Maybe that would make our driving around a little more interesting. But I honestly, I like the sugar beet harvesters. They're just because they're wider than the potato ones, and generally this takes a lot less time, and they're cute. Oh, I couldn't do the sugar cane over here. Oh, too bad. Sugar cane is one of those that's really annoying because isn't the harvester head about a width of 2, and if you get the big harvester, it's maybe a width of 4 rows, and it's just ridiculous. Okay, should be these guys right here. Wow, is this a double field or just a relatively big field? Doesn't really matter. So that one is already pretty happy. That's nice. Sorry, cars behind me. I'm trying to do something useful over here. We should stay on the outside of the field. No, get away. We should stay on the outside of the field to hopefully make dropping our fruit in a trailer a little easier, but yeah, this should be fine. And now, on this one, I honestly feel that we don't need a worker, because there's not that much to do. I don't feel like you're doing anything. It wasn't doing anything. Let's back up a little bit. Thought I turned it on. I must have clicked the button multiple times, but I'm glad I saw that before it was way too late. So let's just back up a little bit. Because I'm a professional, this is how you do it. And then now you turn the thing on, now you go forward. You also drive a little bit slower, but you can do everything at once. You chop them, and you pick them up all at the same time, which is what this is all about. Yeah, you see this? That's some effective machinery right here. I like it. I'm surprised to see that the field to the right, what's that, field 163, seems to be bleeding over some weeds into this field. I don't know what that says about the map, but hey, things happen. That's fine. Probably just... It is what it is. I do like on the FS19 version, the seasoned version, that the weeds were more random. They didn't just take over the whole field, they just took over a part of the field because that felt more right. What I didn't like is it effectively meant the impact of those weeds was so minimal that it never mattered to actually take care of anything. But I like that it was different. I definitely did like that. Okay, let's hop over this field. Yeah, we already harvested this field. We actually did that ourselves, so I feel better going over that field with a little extra tire tracks like we just did. Just a look. I should have known that. I should have known that. I just apparently really like to hit trees in this game. It's just a thing that I do. I don't know why, but challenge I have not been able to conquer at this point. We're at 96%. That's just... What should we do here? We definitely have to bring out the other tractor with trailer, ideally. Probably multiple trailers. And yeah, let's just unload here. That's the right place to do it. And there you go. Here's our tractor. Looks familiar. It feels very much like the same as last time. So let's do the same trick that we did before. First, zoom out a little bit so you can actually see something. Then take the one that's not the dolly trailer, connect that one, move it with your... Doesn't have the wire connections. Move it with your bare string if you didn't hit it right away. Then get it backed up onto the trailer with the dolly. I think we're pretty close. See, there you go. You just pull it like a normal person. Now the brakes are connected the right way. And all we have to do here is get to the field. That should be the easiest part of the whole concept. What I do like, and I just saw that twice, that the trailer in the front actually has an articulated wheel in the back, and I guess that makes steering this whole, call it consist, a lot easier than otherwise. Now, there we go. I wanted to make sure I can get the tarp off. We can just go straight here, that's fine. Get the tarp off so we can actually fill these up with whatever they need. Cool. Let's get up to the field. As you can see, traffic, whoa, pressed the wrong button there. As you can see, traffic is always annoying, and I changed my mind there on how I want to run this field just a few times. First I was doing just on the insides, and then I was just like, no, let's just do the outsides. And it worked okay, I think, overall. There are clearly a couple spots here and there that I missed. I will try to clean those up 100%. But I'm a little bothered by the place in the left corner over there by that orange tree. Let's call it a large, maybe. I can't get the machinery in there from this angle. I should be able to get in there from like the 90-degree angle from where we are right now, but that's not quite how I want to do things, because I definitely have to drive on the other field. Yes, I cut a couple pieces on the other field already, not on purpose, but on well, I was hoping I would be able to cut there because it's usually what this game does. But hey, no, I don't even think I can get to that. I don't think I can get that little square there of sugar beets. It's just unreachable for me, and that I'm gonna blame that on the map design, because the only way I can get all the crops from this field is to own some land here and chop down that tree, and then sell the land back. But that shouldn't be a necessity, really, to get everything done. Let's see what we have. A couple stragglers. There's something over here. I think most of them I at least chop the tops off. I can lift that guy up. And I do actually really like having to lift all your equipment up when you cross the road or when you get off the field. I really wish there was a penalty of some sorts if you don't do that. Even on the rented equipment. Like, give me an extra penalty on rented equipment if I destroy it more, if I add more damage to it than is expected or than is usual, because then I have more of an incentive to play more realistic. That would be nice. Is it necessary? Nope. It's in a way it's a sandbox game, so who really cares? Play the way that you want to play it, the way you have fun, because everything else is just, I don't want to say nonsense, but it is nonsense because it doesn't really matter. So you have to have fun. That's what really counts. Also, traffic. Gosh, the traffic got so much worse. Like that. There was no reason for that car to start moving. No reason at all. Yes, they improved the speed. Well, is that an improvement? They made the cars go faster, but not smarter. And I'm not sure that that was the right decision. I get why they wanted to do it. I get that there was a lot of complaints about that, but overall the traffic just doesn't feel like it adds that much to the game as they pretend it is, or pretend it does. Well, the pieces that I just picked up so far really barely added a percentage point to this whole operation, so I guess we're just done now. And then we can take this back and maybe take a nap at our lovely home. Do you think I can fit it all into one trailer? Well, place your bets now, because we're almost at a point where we have to make that decision. Ooh, it's going to be really close. And yes, 1 liter not fitting does count as didn't fit all. It did fit all. Cool. Proud of you. Turn you off. Turn all the lights off. I will just park you here, because why not? And John Deere can make or take the honor lap back to warehouse. Yep, all the lights are on because that's important. I do think when you drive, you're only supposed to drive with these lights and not with the super headbeams. So let's just do that, especially since I don't have the beacon. Too bad, but that's okay. 95% full. Interesting. I guess 18,000 is the max that this one can get, and it appears that the sugar... how did I forget the name? How did I forget the name? Because it's Zuckerrüben in German. Sugar beets. Sugar beets. Yeah, it's sugar beets. How the sugar beets seem to have a lower weight for higher volume. So they actually fill up some of these trailers more than, for example, the potatoes did. Which, remembering back in the day at Grandpa's place, yeah, that feels pretty accurate, because the sugar beets are huge, but they're not heavy, per se. And even when you cut them, they're pretty, not soft, not hollow, but not super dense. So it's easy to cut through them with a knife and then feed it to the rabbits. Yeah, he still does that. Every year he builds his effectively silage for sugar beets. I don't know how common that is, but it keeps all winter. He just puts some straw around it, some mud, and then just covers most of it, and they don't rot. They don't do anything. They just sit there, stay relatively dry all winter long, and then when he needs it, he just goes up there, effectively opens something like a door. That's made out of straw, just like a cover. Moves that cover to the side, gets this wheelbarrow full of sugar beets, and then just feeds the bunnies. He does have a lot of bunnies, so it does take a lot of sugar beets to keep them happy throughout the winter, but that's what he does, and that's what works, so pretty cool. Without him, I don't think I would know that type of stuff, so thanks, Grandpa. He doesn't watch this, so that's all there is. I realized that probably tipping this to the left or right would have been a little faster, but I am okay doing it this way, even though you seem to be touching the trailer in the back just a little bit. We made 700 extra dollars in harvest. Yeah, we didn't do this for the money, did we? No, we didn't. Okay, can we go over here? Say, give me more money. Cool. Yeah, baling is still a thing. We could consider doing that again next time, but for right now, let's turn on our flashlight, see how our birds are doing. More eggs, please. Pretty sure you still have food. Would it be cool to have some more animals? Yes, but we need a lot of equipment for our animals, especially if you think of cows or anything close to that. What's up here? Can you open? No. Sadly, that door does not open. That's okay. I think that's all we have to talk about today. That was pretty sweet. I hope you agree, and I hope to see you again next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.